Mark Jones joins us. Great weekend. 5 starters and 3 wins. So the team's firing at the moment. That's good news.
Yeah, but I luck you need it every now and then to keep things going and the owner's happy. And yeah, it's pretty good weekend for the team.
Absolutely. One we thought would probably go close to winning was Kowhai Sundown, and probably just not quite as good as he was last week. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, probably just raced a length below what he can, and got back over 1950. Doesn't really suit him. He's more of a stayed type, so he's had a few runs in a week. He'll miss this week, but he's probably made a trotter to follow. He's been on the line pretty good every start.
Uber Express, Regan did the job for you. Bit of work on the beach and the pool, and she showed her best the other night. You'd be very pleased with her.
Yeah, amazing job by Regan to get her there without a trial and fresh up, and she lives in the swimming pool, so a great training effort. And great bunch of owners, so Grant Haddon, Guzra and Aussie, and Paul Pearce from down south. She's a filly that I think a fair bit of, but very well bred filly, but we probably won't have her for very long, so she'll head to the broodmare paddock sooner rather than later, so it's good to get the win. And I think as a broodmare, she's probably one that can leave a pretty good horse.
That's a family you've had a fair bit of success with in the past, of course.
Yeah, we've had Severe Patrol and the bus out of it, and the group of us brought a filly, an Art Major from Australia, and it broke a leg in the paddock, so we had to go back and buy another one out of Australia to get the family. And there's not many fillies in the family, and it's a great family, so it's one we'll continue to have a lot of success with, I'm sure.
So she's ultimately to the broodmare's paddock, and probably she'll go to the side of the spring.
Yeah, she might have one more go this week if she's still sound enough, but she's probably one of many that will send the Bettor's Delight this year. That's what you've got to go to get the good horses, and with your bloodlines, I'm sure she'll leave a good horse.
One by Bettor's Delight, Lulu Le Mans. She went great the other night, and she was probably a shade unlucky to get beat. She just didn't quite get the cover into the race, and then ended up with a flat tyre, so it was a pretty big run.
Yeah, driven perfectly. Had to go when she did, and swept into it around the bend, got a flat tyre at the 700, which probably a bit frustrating, but I think the winner come off her back and beat her pretty easy. So second's good result, nothing wrong with that, and she'll continue to improve. So she's probably one to miss this week, and she's always a chance wherever she lines up.
Yeah, I think she's near a winner next start. She's just working her way back to the best form again. It's good to see. Today, you've had 2 starters, 2 winners, and Sue Princess did the job again. She was fantastic, and I just can't speak highly enough of Sarah O'Reilly at the moment, like a lot of people.
Yeah, that when the trotters in form, they're always hard to beat, and she's doing things right and showing the ability and wanting to be out there. And it was a good run today, and once again Sarah showed good initiative in the race and moved at the right time. And with drivers coming through, she's probably the junior shown the most promise. And you say she's improving, but she probably doesn't have to the way she's driving. She's driving very good, confident, and they settle for her, they run for her. And probably one thing is, from a great family like the O'Reillys, a great horseman, this is going to carry on. And just the attitude with her, she's pretty laid back and straight up and honest. So when we can get her for the junior races, she's a big bonus, so we're pretty lucky to get her.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's setting the standard both on and off the track, actually, for the young people of the game, and it'd be good if a few took her lead, to be honest. She's just such an asset to the industry.
Yeah, you drive, you don't have to tell her what to do in a race, and you come back afterwards, you get a total honest opinion, and she's always well presented, well mannered, and well behaved. So I think she'll go a long, long way in this industry.
Absolutely. She's been well brought up, and she's showing it. Queen of Dance was great today, and really good to see her pick up that win. She's suggested that even since she had her first trial back sort of about 3 weeks ago, she really looked like she was ready to win a race, and today she was pretty dominant.
Yeah, Bob Higgins, the owner, done a good job with her, won a couple and sent her back, and she got stuck here in lockdown, so that's the only reason we've got her back. And with the racing here, she'll stay in the barn, but she did trial up good before first up, and as I said, I was disappointed in that, so we put a driver change on today, and Sam drove her great, and the good beginning helped, and driven confidently, and was probably the best horse in the race and driven accordingly. So good result for the owners, and that's going to be pretty hard to place from now on in, but we'll take the win, and we'll worry about that down the track.
Should be a couple of beers in the Whitebait paddy in Westport tonight, shouldn't it?
Yeah, well, Bob's always a good celebrator, so he's got a big team of horses, so any money he earns is good. He always puts it back into it. He's a big breeder, so he's a great fella.
Yeah, absolutely he is. Kowhai Shadow, you withdrew today. What was the issue there?
We just got a blood test taken on Friday, and the muscle count was far too high. She's pretty badly tied up, so that may be the reason she probably raced below par the week before. She wasn't showing any signs of it, so we'll just give her a quiet time and ease up on her. And as I said, in the right race, she's a maiden that could be followed, but she may have had an excuse last week.
Okay. Now, you trolled the 2-year-olds last week at Ashburton, and they all trolled up quite nicely. Are you going to roll 1 or 2 of them out this week?
Yeah, they'll probably all come out this week. They're still on the improve. They're nowhere near screwed down yet, and had a good hit out at Ashburton, the perfect track and perfect day down there. Probably all end up in the same race this week, but that's the way it is, so we won't complain. And the horses that what you probably call are going to be pretty good maidens around Christmas time, and they're probably good enough to pick up one in the winter in the right race. So we just got to hope that they program the right races. And same thing that doesn't happen this week, where we had the good horses and the good maidens turn up on a Sunday. Like that maiden should have been a week one on Sunday. So hopefully the club can rectify that and we get like with like racing each other.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward to seeing some fresh blood out on the track, but the team's going well, and that's good to see. So hopefully we can keep the ball rolling next week.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to keep going, but we've got a good bunch of staff and just an okay race team to work with, small team, and got a new member joining us this week, and Ali Barron coming up for the winter. So when you get anyone from the Barron family, they're a great horse family and a great family. So look forward to having her for 3 months here, and hopefully we can give her a winner or two along the way as well.
Absolutely. It'd be good to have Ali here as well. So, the stable staff is certainly a big asset, and they're doing a great job. So good on the lot of them. Well, thanks, Mark, and we'll tune in next week when we get some fields, and we'll have a look at their chances.
Yep, thanks very much, and we'll head down the local whatever celebration be. Cheers.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mark.